What's good, YouTube? It's your boy SG, back to another video. Welcome to the channel, guys. Today I'm gonna react into is Adolphus, and the topic he's gonna talk about is society. And let's see what he's gonna say. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to help me to grow my channel. Show me some support, show me some love, guys, because I don't get a lot of support. So please help to this community, help this channel to grow so we can build a community together. So let's get into it.
What's happening? So, just chilling right here, man. I just realized something. The more that I go along with the normal way to do things in life, you know what I mean? The system, how it goes, right?
Yeah.
You know how it go. You go to school, get a job, do all that. The more I'm gonna stay broke is what I'm realizing.
It's true. And the system will keep you broke.
It's to each his own.
Like, the system will keep you broke. And that's why we follow what our parents have to say, what the teachers have to say. They're saying to us, oh, go get a job, go get a degree, go to university. After university, you got a degree, go get a job. And after you get a job, get a girlfriend. After you get a girlfriend, get married to her. After you get married, have kids. When you have kids, you live a happily ever after. Then about years later, she dumped your ass, bro. She divorced you, bro. But I wouldn't say she dumped you, but I'll say she divorced your ass. She took half of your belonging. She took your kid. She took your house. She took your key. She took your car. She took your money. She took everything that you got. And that's why we can't fall for it, for us men. And that's why I started to wake up that BS. But I'm 20 years old. But I didn't even got married, I don't even got a girlfriend. But I was lucky that I did started to wake up from that BS. What our parents and teachers telling us. Because it's all BS. It's all bullshit that they told us. And that's why most of men are starting to wake up. They're starting to realize that it was a lie. That society is feeding us. And we starting to go our own way. We started to figure ourselves out. We started to find our purpose. Because that is the only way will make us happy. Because I'm telling you, bro, following the system, it won't make us feel happy. It will keep us broke. We're not going to become rich and millionaire and successful by getting a job, because getting a job does not make us rich. What does make us rich when we start making more money, when we start to run our own businesses, because that is the only way we can make money. But school is teaching us, oh, go get a job because that is the way to make more money. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does help us to make money, but it does not help us to get rich. It keeps us poor. Like, working for somebody else, we earn a lot, like a little bit of pennies. Like, I'm telling you, bro, it's all bullshit that school is teaching us. Even not just school, even our parents and our even our friends as well. And that's why we should not listen to them. We should start thinking for ourselves what we want to do in our life. which career path that will that will help us to fulfill, that will help us to be more happy, because that's how it is.
right? But for me, I'm realizing that I'm looking and studying the people who turned their life around and kind of made some of their life, like, I mean, like, start making a lot of money or whatever.
It's true. The
They
influencer
did something that's
successful people.
innovative, man.
Yeah,
They did something that's out of the norm from their peers or
they did.
from anything you would know in your normal life. You know, and yeah, a lot of people was like hell of a motherfuckers, right?
Yes, facts.
These smart.
This is why you should take successful people's advice, like Andrew Tate, Elon Musk, Cristiano Ronaldo, Bill Gates, Jordan Peterson. Others these successful people, you should take their advice, because those are these people who will help you to make more money on online. But I would say Andrew Tate, um, Elon Musk, Iman, uh, I don't know, I can't even pronounce his last name, but he was like friends of Hamza though, that YouTuber. Even FedEx Fearless as well. You should take his advice from him, because he does personal brandings and niche on YouTube. Because he does a video about money as well. You should go out. You should go there and take advice of it. And that's why most of us, and that's why most men, we need to listen to these successful people's advice. We should not listen to our parents, because our parents are giving us the wrong advice to how to make money, because they're telling us to go get a job. Yes, it does help us to make money, but it does not help us to get rich and to become millionaire, because they just think it is a successful way to help us to fulfill and to live a better life, but it doesn't, because they try to keep us on the box, because they don't understand that, because they've been fed so many lies. Because back in the older generation, yeah, it does work for them, but now in this generation it's different. It won't work, because AI is going to replace jobs. But not all the jobs, but the majority of jobs is going to be replaced by AI. But it doesn't mean like anybody's going to be unemployed for it. There's some people needs to learn how to use AI to work in a 9 to 5. But the majority of them, if they don't know uh how to use AI, so they're gonna be unemployed. And that is the sad thing. That is the sad reality. And this is why most people needs to wake up. They need to start figuring out how they're gonna make more money, how they're gonna make money, how they're gonna get rich. And that's why they need to think for themselves, and this is why they need to listen to rich people's advice, because these rich people will help you to get rich, because your parents can't help you, even your teachers can't help you, your brothers can't even your brother can't help you, even your so-called friend can't help you to get rich, because they're keeping you poor. And this is why, for myself, I don't want to listen to my mom's advice, because she's broke, because she's poor, because I don't want to end up like her. And that's why for me, I'm learning every day. And that's why I rather listen to these successful and millionaires people, because they give the right advice about how to make more money. And this is why I'm learning about it to make more money, so I can build more skills to do it. And that's why it's the same for you guys. If you're broke, you need to watch these type of people, because they will help you, because they will give you some advice. They will give you some step by steps to learn how to make to 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 learn how to get rich, so you don't have to end up um, being like your parents.
Billionaire now type guys, billionaires or whatever, or even just millionaires or whatever, right? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of takes a lot to get to that level. But I mean, I know of a millionaire or two that I knew growing up. You know what I'm saying? And they did something that, cause I don't like the name drop on here and tie me into shit, but like they did something that was like they peers didn't do. You know? And it takes that, is what I'm seeing. It takes the masses is gonna be living in the normal structure, right? You got a job, you pay bills, and you probably you know you got money to save, you got money to buy stuff you want to buy, go out on the weekends,
Yeah, that's
you
how
know,
it
take
is.
a
Yeah.
trip or two here and there throughout the year or whatever. You can't do it too much though, because you got to work. You know what I'm saying? That's how the masses live, right? For the most part, and the people who live more so on their own terms, right? You know, they're like entrepreneurs, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? The people who are successful, they had to do something different. They
Facts.
had to do some study, and they had to think. They had to create. You know,
That is
and
facts.
and a lot.
And this is why you have to be self-made. And this is why you need to think for yourself. You can't think other people's opinion. You can't think what other people is gonna say about is gonna say, because they will give you a wrong advice. And this is why you should think to yourself. And this is why, who should I listen to? Should I listen to my parents' advice, or should I listen to my teacher's advice, or should I listen to the billionaires' advice, because they know how to make more money, because they know how to get rich about 5 or 10 years. Because your parents won't teach you that. Even your teachers won't teach you that. Because school won't teach us how to make money. They won't teach us how to make more money. They won't teach us how to invest. They won't teach us how to run our businesses, how to become entrepreneur. No, they don't teach you that, because they don't want us to make more money. And this is why school is run by the system, because the system want us to be poor. They don't want us to be rich. They want us to keep stuck in that stupid 9 to 5 that we don't like, that we hated it to work there. And this is why they're keeping you poor. They don't want you to be successful. They don't want you to be rich. They don't want you to do better than them. They want you to keep stuck, and that's why they're pulling you back, so you can be at the same level as them. Because that's how it is, bro. And this is why you need to start thinking for yourself, because you can't go out there following the crowds. You can't go out there and fit in, because that will keep you poor. Like, if you want to become rich, if you want to be yourself, you can't be around with these people, man. You can't fit in. You have to get used to it to be independent. You have to start listening to millionaires who give you the right advice.
Of it is seeing what's in demand or what's a void that's needed. You know, what's something that is not a lot of, but people want it, and creating that for the masses or whoever you're targeting, right? It could be a product, it could be some content, it could be services or whatever, right?
Even
And
investment,
usually that's what
crypto
it takes,
trading.
and that's not always easy right there. But
That is the fact.
I
It's
noticed the
not.
people who go all in, these are the people who make it. So, like, that's who I feel I am, you know. And it takes a lot, and you know, you got a lot of people who will doubt you or say that you need to do this or do that, like, you know. But you got people who spent their whole life trying to get what I'm talking about, and it took them their whole life. Like the dude who made KFC, for example, whatever, right? He didn't create that till later in his life, type shit, like elderly. You know what I'm saying? That's an example, like, you know, or the actor Samuel L. Jackson. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really become Samuel L. Jackson, the actor, until after his 40s. That blew me away when I heard that. You know, like he already had his life and created a whole new life from staying at whatever the hell he was trying to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
That's the same thing that you guys needs to do. If you're working as a 9 to 5, you can't work there for the rest of your life, because you're gonna end up being stuck. Even you're gonna be miserable. The job that you hated to work there, or you don't want to pull up with these toxic colleagues and bosses and manager who always gonna take advantage of you, using you for something. And this is why you need to start creating something for your life, for yourself, so you can live a better life. Because you don't want to end up working with these type of individuals that you don't like. Because you need to get out of here, because you can't waste your time having fun all the time. If you hate that job, you need to put the work in. You need to start finding the way to make more money, because you don't got no time to play games. You need to start changing your life right now, because that's what you need to do. You need to start creating your life for yourself, because no one's going to do it for you. Because you need to start it. You need to start it to do it for yourself. If you don't do it, you're gonna be broke for the rest of your life. You're gonna end up struggling, and that's why you don't want that. Even for the majority of the guys who are unemployed, you need to start finding another way to make more money. Even if you don't have the skills, so you have to get a job, because you need to grow some skills, so you can able to learn how to make more money on online. Because that's what you need to do. You have to do it, because you don't want to regret in your 40s or 50s or 60s for not putting in the work.
I don't know, maybe this is a little motivation for anybody who's like that to keep going. But that's what I was just thinking. Like, if you just, a lot of people, they give up on their dreams and they reform to this society's way of living. And it's normal though. It's normal because it's survival. Like, you know what I'm saying? You
No,
got a
it's normal
family,
for
you
everybody,
know,
but
you
I
the head.
disagree with that. But it's normal for the for the everybody who are following in this path, but it's not really normal for the majority of people who wants to become successful, who wants to chase their dreams. Yes, I'm not saying family is not important, but it is important. I'll say family it is important, but I'll say for you guys, you need to put the work in. You need to get your money up, man. You need to get your money up, because there's no time. to have fun. If you're a young man like me, there's no time to have fun. Even there's no time to waste your time hanging out your stupid ass friends who's not really your friends, who just only want to go there and party with you and doing something degenerate. Because you need to leave these people behind. Because how are you going to become successful? How are you going to become rich? Because you're still fitting in with them. You're still hanging out in the same circle. You still want to go to clubs. You want to hook up. You want to vape. You want to smoke weed. You want to play video games every day. Instead, you haven't got your life together. Bro. Because those fun won't get you anywhere in life. You need to start leaving these type of people behind so you can grow in life, so you can create the life that you want to live. Because as a young man, you need to get used to it to be alone. Because nobody is going to save you. You need to stop caring what other people have to think. Because they don't really care about you. Because that's the reality. You can get offended whatever you want, but this is the truth. Because I'm not saying it to you guys that I'm better than you. I'm just bragging. You're just bragging, bro. Oh, you're just bragging about because you're doing something right. And also I'm not doing that. No, I'm not bragging about it. I'm helping you guys to be in that path. If you want to become successful, you need to start figuring shit out. You need to start finding your purpose. Because if you find it, so then start working on it. Because no one is going to do the work for you. Even I can't do the work for you. Because you need to do it for yourself. Because there's no excuses about it. Just put the work in. It takes time. It takes years or months to get the result. The result doesn't happen too fast. But most of you young men, you just complaining all the time. Because you didn't get the results really. Because you didn't get the result. The result doesn't happen really fast. It doesn't happen quickly. It's all about consistency. It's all about discipline. You're staying on it. If you're staying consistent every single weeks, months, and a year, you will get the results. And that's how it is. You have to learn to be patient of it. That's most of these young men needs to do. Because most of you all needs to learn to be patient. It takes time. There's no need to rush.
You the breadwinner of the household, or maybe you and your partner work or whatever. Y'all gotta get to the bag somehow, and whatever, So you reform to society's way that's providing you a life, survival type of life, but that way is gonna keep you like this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and people live their whole life cool, surviving, able to do the stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
they're keeping you stuck.
The worst
and poor
thing that a person can have growing elderly and all of that is regret, I think. Like outside of some crazy shit, but like regret. Because you could do the regular life stuff. You got a job, you got benefits, you did your thing. You retired one day, and you got all this money. You're not rich, but you got some money to live, and you got money for your kids or whoever to help them out in their life or whatever. But then you got that thing that you never seen through.
It's your purpose.
It's eating you up inside because
it's your purpose. This is why it's your purpose. This is why you're gonna regret it. If you retire your job when you look back in your 20s, you're gonna regret it for not putting in the work in, and this is why you don't want to end up like that. And this is why you need to start putting the work in, no matter what. On weekends, when you're working as a full-time job, to Monday to Friday, weekend, you better put the work in. You better be working on your purpose all the time. Because like I said, on weekends, you better be working on your purpose, bro. Because there's no time to party. There's no time to go to clubs. There's no time to hang out with your bum-ass friends. You need to put the work in. You need to start making more money. You need to start working on your side hustle, bro. Because you can't waste your time fucking around with your life, bro. Cause you don't wanna club every weekend. So on Monday, so you can get back to work. So you can get back the 9 to 5 that you hated, the jobs that you hated. I mean, because you don't want to do that for yourself, bro. Because one day you're gonna regret it. And this is why you need to sacrifice these things so you can start working on yourself. So you can start working on your finances more. Because 9 to 5 is not enough. You're gonna make a minimum wages in a 9 to 5. Yes, like about months, yeah, you're gonna make like over 1K a month or 2K a month. Or maybe 1K a year. It depends what country are you living in. But you need to work on your side hustle. You need to figure shit out. You need to learn some skills that can help you to make more money. There's no time. There's no time for fun on weekend. I'm not telling you guys not to have friends. I'm not telling you guys not to do these fun stuff in your life. It's okay to have fun, but sometimes you need to balance it. But you need to put the work in. So or else you're gonna end up being broke for the rest of your life. And that's why you don't want that.
But if, you know what I mean? Because surviving is surviving, but being creative with your life, living the way you want to live and doing the things you dreamed of doing, that's a whole different feeling. You know what I mean?
It's the facts.
I've done that young, but it was just probably the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? Living a street lifestyle and stuff like that. The stuff I was fascinated by as a youngster, watching movies, watching people in my neighborhood or around the town, the popular people known for, selling drugs, pimping women, or whatever, right? You get all this crazy shit. I grew up wanting to follow certain footsteps and do it, and it was I got it. I accomplished a lot in the streets, put it like that, but that's a dead end. So I was lost. You get what I'm saying? But here I am later in my life, starting up something different, and I got other dreams and goals and stuff like that. And life can get you off track to make you kind of reform into society's way of living, and that's cool. A job, whatever. But I would say don't lose that goal, that dream, that passion.
Facts.
Outside of whatever job you may have, because most of us, our job is not going to be our passion. You get what I'm saying?
It's facts. It's not. Like, working as a 9 to 5, it's not for everybody. Like, it's not for anybody's passion. Yes, prove me wrong. There's some people who are passionate about their jobs. Yes, if you're passionate about your jobs and your career, yeah, you can keep that job in career. For example, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be accountants, if you want to be a police officer or astronaut, or if you want to be an engineer, or whatever career that you're doing, yeah, you can do it. But if these guys want to become an entrepreneur, that is different. So you don't want to work as a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life. If you want to become an entrepreneur, if you want to become a footballer, if you want to become a rapper or a boxer, you can't work in a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life. You can't lose your dreams. Because you need to work on your dreams as well if you're working as a 9 to 5. Because you don't want to lose your dreams and your visions in life. Because you need it. Because it does fulfill you more than the part-time job that you work in. Like, I'm telling you, bro. Because that will fulfill you more. Because that will make you more happier. And that will make you to have freedom. And that will make you become more successful. So you can live abundance. And you can do whatever you want.
And if you, man, that's that regret. It's it's an older guy, you know what I'm saying, who I see a lot, and I think that's what he going through, that regret. You know what I'm saying? He kind of stayed by me. And
Speak.
that hurts, and I felt that too a lot. I felt that. You know what I mean? I wanted to rap when I was young, all type of shit, and I used to think like, put, what if when I was younger I put my pride and ego to the side more and really became more of a rap artist and not just a shit talker talking shit on the mic. That didn't get me nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to follow certain dudes that succeeded doing that, but that's not my personality like that. You get what I'm saying? The music I like to listen to, I try to be like that, but and I just let that linger on for years. If I would have put my ego to the side and focus on the music specifically and cater to a certain audience. But that's another.
Yeah, like I said, you guys, because you don't want to live in a regret. Like if you want to become a footballer or a rapper or 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 a UFC fighter, you need to leave your egos and your pride out of the side. You need to start grinding right now. Because you can't always brag all the time. You can't always say, oh, I'm going to win a Ballon d'Or. Oh, I'm going to win the Golden Boot. Oh, I'm going to win a UFC fighting um, belt champion. Oh, I'm going to win this. I'm going to win that. Oh, I'm going to get this. Oh, I'm going to get that. But you need to start putting the work in. Yes, you can have belief in yourself, but you need to start working towards it. Because that happens to me. Because when I was about age 14 to 15 years old, I wanted to become a footballer. And I keep bragging about it. I'm going to win the Ballon d'Or. I'm going to win the Golden Boots. Or I'm going to win the World Cup. Or I'm going to join a football team. I'm going to end up being on pro. I'm going to be at Chelsea or Man United or Liverpool or Man City, the teams are gonna first play in my debut, but I didn't make it. In the reality, I didn't join a football team because I didn't take football seriously. Because football was my passion, though. It was really my passion. I didn't I did and I didn't took it seriously, and I did lose my dreams and passion towards it. But still, I am training football, and I'm taking a little bit seriously, but for me it's too late for me because I should have joined the football team about when I was a kid. I'm telling you, bro, when I was when I was a youth, I should have joined the football team. Like, I'm telling you, bro. because it's really peak. Because I was being egotistical and I didn't put a lot of work in. Because that is my experiences. I'm explaining you to these guys, and that's why you don't want to fall for it. This is why you need to step your egos and your pride out of the side, so you can start taking more actions in your life. So you can able to become successful. So you can able to achieve your goals in life without regrets.
The story. Now I'm a little wiser, so I still rap, so that's what I do now, but I'm not trying to, like, you feel me, become a rap star or nothing, but, you know, maybe I have a certain audience that can help me financially a little bit, but yeah, man, that's one of my things that I still do that I don't want to give up because it's like what I said, getting older, regrets. Nah, I'm gonna just still do it, you know, go all out. And another one is I can go on, man. This YouTube, I've been wanting to do YouTube, and it's like just watching people and shit. And one day I just started the channel, you know.
Yeah, me too.
But let this just, I don't know,
I
because it's
wanted
me
to do
reflecting
YouTube
and
when I
stuff. But if
started
you've
it.
been kind of like
YouTube channel.
putting off something that you felt like that was your thing, but you putting it off because it's like, man, I gotta grow up and live my life, and don't put it off because regret that hurt. You feel me? Let me know what you think.
Facts.
Regret that hurt.
Because that's how it is. What he said. Regrets, it will hurt. But you guys, you need to start putting the work in. You need to start putting yourself up, putting yourself first. Because you can't put others first, man. If you put others first, you will lose yourself. And you will hang out with the wrong people, with wrong family members, with a wrong girl, even a wrong friends that you don't want to be around with. And you wasted your time to be around with others. And that's why you don't want to do that. You don't want to follow the crowds. Because it does ruin your life. It does mess you up. And this is why you need to stand out for the crowds. This is why you need to be yourself. This is why you need to be different than others. You can't care what other people think. Because I'm sorry, bro, you can't care what other people think. Because let people judge you. Let people what they have to say to you. But for you, don't even give a fuck what they're gonna say to you. Keep doing you. Even if you're chasing your dreams, just keep going. Don't listen what these naysayers have to say, because they're miserables, because they're losers. They hate themselves. They haven't got their life together. They're just worrying about what other people is doing, because they have no life. They're stuck in their jobs that they hated. Even they're fucking around with their lives all the time, because they haven't done something. Even they keep doing some bad habits that will make them feel the worst version of themselves. And that's why you can't even, and this is why you can't live in these type of lifestyles, because these type of lifestyle won't get you anywhere. These type of lifestyle will keep you stuck, will keep you poor. The one thing that will help you to get rich, you need to start working on yourself. You need to start going to the gym. You need to start eating clean food. You need to start praying to the Most High. You need to start reading books. You need to start work. You need to start doing cardio workout. You need to start going outside for a walk. You need to start learning new things that can help you grow as a better man. And that's what I'm gonna say, G. I'm telling you, bro. Don't follow the crowds. Even don't listen what the society have to say to you. Just keep doing you. SG, and I'm out.